Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons. Here we have today a limited edition MX-5. This is a 1.8 sport graphite presented in aquatic blue. Now there were 500 of these cars made. Now I'm trying to remember the other colours it was offered in, but I can't. And I was around when these cars were new. In fact, I actually sold this car to the previous owner. I remember this was delivered to her on the 1st, I think this was the 1st of September 2013, but I shall check when we get in the car. Now, the reason I remember this car so vividly is I actually had to deliver it to Wallington. Wallington's near my home, quite far away really from Orpington, about 25 miles on the motorway and about 16 miles cross country. So I was quite familiar with the area, so I thought I'd deliver it. And there wasn't a Mazda dealer closer at the time, but there was shortly after, and a Mazda dealer opened on the Purley Way, which is like minutes from the previous owner's house. So I believe we did the first service on this car, and then it's always been serviced by Mazda at Croydon, so Croydon Mazda. This car has a full service history, and I'll show you that. I'll share that with you when we get in the car. Now there's 500 of these made. I think this is number 295. I always like the limited editions. I think all MX-5s are collector's cars now, okay? Especially the earlier ones, and especially these Roadster coupes, because you get the open back motoring that you don't get in the current model car with the foldable roof. Okay, these got a little bit more room inside them. I think they look amazing, and being a limited edition, you know, it just makes them a little bit more sought after, I'd say. And with a full service history, it makes it a very good proposition for a sort of car to keep, cherish, maintain, and in time, a very good investment. Now, there's a couple of little parking dents on this car, which I'm going to have done on Wednesday. I've got my dent man booked in. I've already had the wheels professionally restored, so they've been dipped and powder coated in the correct anthracite grey, as per the car when the car was new. A reason I do this is it gets rid of all the corrosion as well, which these wheels are susceptible to. So it's not like a smart repair refurb. It's, you know, taken away, tyres off, dipped in acid, repaired, and then painted or powder coated. You've got these sort of graphite wing mirror covers that match the wheels. Same thing there on the third brake light. Cars come with sat nav, Bluetooth, okay, heated seats, leather seats, so all good stuff. Now it started to rain, so I've got to hurry this up a little bit. But on these Mark 3s, now I'd imagine you've probably been looking at a few of them. They normally rust around here, which is quite normal, nothing to be worried about. However, this doesn't have any. So if you're wondering why there is a photograph of the inside of this boot, it's to demonstrate that. So do look out for that when you're looking at these cars. Okay, so this is it in the roof down format. It takes about 11 seconds to get to this position. So you've got some buttons here on the top of the dash, but let's get this hood up. Now I've taken some still shots of the hood up and down. There you go. I don't know if you were counting, but that should be in or around 11 seconds. And these roofs are reliable. We've never really had them go wrong. Sometimes they need a reset because people leave things on the back here, fold it down, and it puts it out of sync. But unlike a lot of the tin top cars, which we've had plenty in part exchange, these are super reliable. Okay, so look at that. You've got the graphite tin top, graphite wing mirrors, graphite wheels, graphite third brake light. It's all really lovely. Now, I've not had a look under the bonnet, but let's take a look together. Now, I'm one for originality. I don't like the performance mods. So let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. And we haven't washed this engine, so it's just got that nice sort of dusty finish to it. All very lovely indeed. These have got aluminium bonnets, so I always sort of drop them rather than push them down. Right, let's hop inside. Now, there's the mileage there, 39, oh, should have brought my glasses, 550 miles. Okay, there's the little microphone there for the hands-free. So, very usable. I think hands-free is very important in a car. I know you shouldn't distract yourself, but I think we live in an age where mobile phones are sort of an integral part of life. Now, you've got up and down on the old steering column. You've got these sort of lovely black gauges. Something you'll notice with MX-5, you've got a fuel oil pressure gauge. On idle, when the car's warm, it'll go down to almost low. And when you rev it there, look at that. Okay, so that's perfectly normal. I had somebody querying that once, so I always point them out in the videos. Oh, look, I lied. It's 297 out of 500. You've got the 5-stage heated seats. I say the sat nav. Let's have a look. What else you got here? It's got the very easy sort of tom-tom sat nav. Then you can pair your phone up here, manage phones, and off you go. But we can show you all that when you collect the car or we deliver it to you. Interior's all very nice. We'll give it another clean. You've got the wind blocker here, but all really nice indeed. Okay, you've got your volume controls here. Now, I promised to share this with you, so here we go. So when I delivered the car, or in fact, sorry, when the car was PDI'd by ourselves here at Orpington, it had done 63 miles. So I'd imagine this was probably delivered to our branch in Weybridge, and we collected it from there, drove it here to Orpington, and that's what the mileage when it had its pre-delivery inspection. Then, which makes perfect sense, the lady had it serviced at Croydon Mazda, so it's had one in 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22. Last service at 38,264. It's done 39,550. And in case you're wondering why the lady sold it, she's very happy with the brand. They collected their new car the other day. They went from 2 cars to 1. She needed something a little bit more practical. These cars are quite low and, you know, 2 seats, etc. So she needed something a bit more practical. Do you know, for the life of me, I can't remember what they had. I think it was a CX-30, but the part exchanged a Mazda 3, which was the husband's car, and this MX-5. Now, we're a Mazda dealer, so this car will come with a Mazda used car warranty. Okay, oh, let's put this aircon on, clear the windows. Very important on a convertible to have air conditioning. I know people often think, why would you have air conditioning on a convertible? Well, I'll tell you for why. It clears the windows, takes moisture out of the car, so you can see better. Also in the summer, when it's hot, you don't really want the hood down. You really want the hood up and the air conditioning on, because if you hit traffic, that's when it becomes quite uncomfortable. So, sorry, back to the warranty. So it will be a Mazda warranty. Okay, so please don't get this confused with these other warranties you have out there. It also comes with roadside assistance, and that is for 12 months. Okay, that covers you in Europe. So I know a lot of people like to go on, you know, road trips in these, etc. So you've got that full backing there, and it is also home start. So yeah, I already said it covers you in Europe, and it will also cover the passengers. Okay, so that's for a year. So it'll go through the workshop. It'll have a 101 point check, pre-sales check, as per Mazda's guidelines. Okay, now I have noticed the tyres on the car look very, very good. In fact, the front ones are, I think, Bridgestone Eagle F1s or something. So very, very good tyres. This is, if I was in the market for an MX-5, this is certainly something I'd consider. Would I be fussed because it's a 5-speed and it's a 1.8? No, I actually prefer the smaller engine cars in all the MX-5 ranges because they are revier, so you feel more involved in the drive. Funny, we've actually got a Tesla, does 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. I've got to advertise that a bit later on. And with its instant power and torque, to me it's not a car, it's like a switch, and it's not as much fun. I prefer you know, the car sort of revving up, etc, etc. Okay, so if you've dealt with T.W Whites before, thanks for watching, and I hope you've been pleased with your prior service. If you haven't and you want to know what sort of people we are to do business with, please do check out our reviews. We have a 4.8 Google rating, which we're extremely proud of, and is pretty much unheard of in the motor trade. We are here to look after you, and I've been in the business 22 years, I think, this year. Yep, so as I say, a lot of these cars that we advertise, I remember selling them from new. So the car will have another clean, another valet. I think this car's had a sat nav or something put on here, so I've got to get that cleaned up. It will go through the workshop, ready for the next owner. Okay, I say the wheels are impeccable, so whoever buys it has to take a lot of care. And this car had paint protection. We were using Diamond Bright back then. We now have a ceramic service, which is superb. Something I'm actually very enthusiastic about, because I didn't think much of Diamond Bright, just these paint protections, but the ceramic I've applied myself on my own personal classic cars, and it's amazing. Really is amazing. I used to think it was something gimmicky. It's certainly not. So we've got that service as well, which we can have the car coated in. Okay, now if there's any further photographs, videos, or anything else you'd like to know about this vehicle, please do not hesitate to ask. Should it be outside our regular business hours, don't let that stop you from inquiring. We have live chat, email service, and you can call up, leave a voicemail, and we will pick that up out of hours and come back to you. I really do mean that. You know, I appreciate the way business is done these days. A lot of it's online, and perhaps you need an answer. So sometime give us a call, just leave us a voicemail. We pick them up, and because I get emailed them, and we'll call you back. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching this video. I've really enjoyed doing it, and I said to my colleagues I must do this video because I remember delivering this car, so it's a bit of nostalgia for me, and that was, wow, 10 years ago. Seemed like yesterday. So thanks for watching. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, and bye-bye.